Kiss 92.5 Studios in Toronto, Canada.
Are you ready?
Ladies and gentlemen,
this is Roz and Mocha.
it's Roz and Mocha. What's going on?
Hey guys, this is Bruno Mars.
This is Selena Gomez.
The Chainsmokers.
Lady Gaga.
Calvin Harris.
Celestia Cara.
This is Ed Sheeran.
You're listening to my boys Roz and Mocha.
Roz and Mocha.
My boys Roz and Mocha.
The Roz and Mocha Show.
Between Roz and Mocha, who is your favorite?
Roz. Mocha. Roz. Mocha. You guys are so funny, man.
Congratulations, Lisa! Wow!
You just won $1,000.
That is amazing. Y'all just made my entire morning. Keep it up.
You guys are awesome, man. This is the Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
Roz and Mocha's DM Deep Dive. Our DM is where all the weird lives.
DM Deep Dive happens on the Roz and Mocha Show every single day. Shem is here, executive producer of the show. The DMs go to him, and he brings them to the radio.
What do we have in the DMs today, Shem?
Someone writes, Roz's voice hits a higher octave when he's annoyed with Maury. I'm here for it.
It's true, it does. Yes, I know. And it happens at home, too.
When you're talking about Maury
No,
or just in
like
general?
when I just get annoyed at home. Yeah.
But I think that's for everybody when they get annoyed, right? Like people's voices don't go deeper when they get annoyed.
But what I think they've noticed is that never happens when Shem is talking or Mocha is talking.
Well, you don't have to flag it.
I didn't. They did.
It was flagged already.
Yeah, it was brought to us.
That's great.
But great noticing. You are 100% correct.
Next DM, please, Shem.
Kay writes, on a previous DM Deep Dive, who is best dressed was asked. Why not have everyone come in dressed in their best and have the audience vote on social media?
Well, the question isn't like who would dress best, who dresses best normally.
Man.
No, I'm just trying to say it's not like dress your best and come in. It's who on a regular basis dresses best.
Yeah, and now they'd like us to come in our Sunday best and vote on social media, which I think is a terrible idea because social media is nasty.
Why would I want strangers to, no.
Judge?
No, I don't want to open myself up. That's a day ruiner.
You'd still come in either first or second.
Like a special edition of OOTD, Outfit of the Day?
Who wants to do that?
You totally should do an Outfit of the Day thing.
No, we used to do Outfit of the Day with Maury every day because he used to wear the same clothes every day. And we used to take the most unflattering pictures of Maury at the most unflattering angles and post them as outfits of the day, and it got to the point of where people would notice they were 3 days between this shirt.
Yeah,
that's 3 times this week for that shirt.
That's the same gray American Eagle with them same Blue Notes pants.
but then Blue Note sent me a box of 20 jeans.
That's right. You actually, you actually won. That's right. No, I have no interest in doing some sort of pony show in here all dressed up and having people judge. That is not my thing. I don't enjoy that.
Next DM, please.
Now,
Shem.
I love judging.
You just don't want to be judged.
Okay. So, in other words, it ain't happening.
Honest. Next DM comes from Sasha. Hey, Shem, I wanted to send a message for the DM Deep Dive. I just finished Roz's memoir, and I wanted to thank him for sharing his story. Mm-hmm. He mentions at the end that, quote, my job is to make someone else's day a little bit easier or a little bit better. Mm-hmm. And this is exactly what this show does for me every single day. I battle with anxiety, and some days are harder than others, but I know I can always rely on you all. I tune into the show and listen to the podcast every day, and especially on those hard days. It helps me get out of my head, makes me feel so much better. I hope you understand just how much of an impact you have all had on people's lives. Thank you all for all that you do. Love you all, from Sasha.
All right. Well, big up Sasha, first of all. And thank you for being such a supporter of the Roz and Mocha Show.
I think that one of the crazy things in, when it comes to life and what you do for a living is people struggle with purpose, right? Mm-hmm. And what's the purpose of this? What is my purpose? And I think that people overcomplicate things. And that to me is just it's a simple feeling of what it is that we do, because the expectations for this show have always been incredible, and people, they do analytics on this show and they do research on us as individuals, and there's competition and there's money involved and all of this stuff, and you can really get lost in what it is that we do, because some days so if you listen to the wrong people, they'll tell you that your job is to trend, or they'll tell you that your job is to do whatever. whatever. And I think that for me anyway, what I needed to do to get me to do this show every day was purpose. And I boiled it down to the purpose of this show, regardless of all the rest of the noise, was to just make somebody's day a little bit better, a little bit easier. And that's it. And that's the thing that makes the show easy to do.
Perfectly said. Thank you for that. And thank you again, Sasha. And thank you, everyone, for all of your DMs. We do this on the show every day, so keep those DMs coming in. They eventually make their way over to Shem, and Shem brings them to the radio. Thank you, Shem.
Yeah, man.
Roz and Mocha's DM Deep Dive. When you have nothing to say, why do you always say it to us?
Here we go. Time for the DM Deep Dive. We do this on the show every day. Your DMs to us make it to Shem, who then brings them on the show to the radio, and we talk about them.
What do we got in the DMs today, Shem?
This one comes from Caleb. Hi, Roz and Mocha. I'm a big fan and listen to your show all the time, currently on episode 408 of the podcast.
Whoa.
Over the years, it's been cool seeing my parents grow and change over the years, just like parents watching their kids grow. I find it awesome to see my parents enjoying new things and learning new things about themselves. Over the years, have you experienced a moment like that with your parents?
Yes.
Yeah?
In the past, definitely before the pandemic, so maybe 5 years, my parents, every single day, and I think I've mentioned this on the show before, wake up at like 4:30, 5 a.m., and they go to the gym for like an hour.
Really, huh?
Yeah.
Good for them.
Almost 7 days
Good
a
for
week.
them.
My dad just turned 77 years old. My mom would bust my ass if I said her age on the radio.
Yeah, don't do
right?
that.
But they still, at least 6 days a week, they're at the gym for a minimum of an hour.
Yeah.
They go together.
Good for
and then the
them.
routine after is to hit McDonald's for a coffee, and then they head home.
I was just reading an article called Bionic Boomers, where they were talking about how there's like a new set of seniors who are more active now than they have been their entire lives, when really they should have been, right? Like committed to the gym, committed to sweating.
Is that why you go to the gym now?
Shut up, Maury. Jesus.
Wow.
Yes, it is, by the way.
But you feel great, don't you? Do you feel a little bit better?
I haven't gone in a while. I got too much stuff going on. I'm too busy.
Yeah.
I'm going to wait till I'm retired. I'm going to be like your old man.
Yeah, no, but they look good.
Yeah.
I know they feel great. They
That's
enjoyed
great.
something that they look forward to. It's the way they kick off their day every single day. And whenever I talk to them on the weekends, hey, what'd you do today? Oh, we went to the gym.
That's great.
And I'm like, and I tell them all the time, like, this is really good, and I'm really proud of you guys.
Yeah.
I'll tell you, for me, my parents, it's watching them sort of evolve with technology and get more and more invested in
good.
social media apps and
Really,
streaming.
huh?
Yeah, like the other day, my dad asked me to log into, of course, my Apple TV because he won't get his own, whatever, and be interested in the shows that we watch. Yeah, it's fascinating to watch.
Maury, I know you have such a fantastic relationship with your dad. I love your relationship with your old man. What have you noticed anything like that?
He's just always been sort of the same guy. Like he acts super young. Like I've never seen anyone more active. But I've noticed now that he and Donna go for a walk every day, and they'll walk sort of ahead of the rest of us. And I just love, like, they hold hands while they're walking and sort of just talk to each other, and it's just awesome. And Donna has started. She's a painter, and she started doing circle paintings now. So maybe that's
What's
something.
circle painting?
Like the canvases are circles. So she started like a new series of circle paintings.
Does she paint circles on circles, or does she paint other things in the circles?
Like squiggles on circles.
Oh, okay.
So now she's taking down all the old paintings, and now the new paintings.
Squiggles on circles.
That sounds like a great Instagram account. She should start one up to advertise her business.
on circles.
Yeah, squiggles on circles,
What
man.
about you, Roz, for your mom?
Yeah, I would say that my mom, because her new husband, Kevin, is a far more, I guess, adventurous person than what my dad was. And like, she looks forward to traveling now. Like, I never remember my mom ever traveling, but they're just booked. I think that they just booked a trip to Chicago and stuff like this to go on the architecture tours and go and eat, thick pizza and like all this
so
stuff.
good.
So I think she's a little bit more
she paints
adventurous
too, your
now.
mom.
Yeah, and they do. They got very into painting and
they renovated the kitchen.
Shut up, Maury.
Yo, let a man tell the story about his mom's.
Like,
why are you interrupting for? Jeez,
This is,
so
I can't.
rude.
You're so invasive in life, man. You've like wormed your your way into where you know more about what my mom's doing than I do. And that's just, it's weird, man. It's weird.
Let the man have his
I
moment.
just said all this nice stuff about you and your old man and your relationship and everything else.
I didn't say anything bad about it. I'm answering for you because she's great.
Now I don't even want to talk about my mom. I love my mom. She's a lovely woman, but I don't want to mention her. Maury starts like licking the floor.
Next DM, please, Shem.
Charisse writes, this is interesting. If you were to be part of a 90s boy band or group, which
90s? Okay.
I think I know your answer.
Yeah.
Which one would it be, and who do you think you could have replaced?
Okay.
Shem. Oh, this is a good question. Okay.
Let's start with you, Shem, because I know you're a big fan of that era.
I would love to be a member of the Backstreet Boys. I know their catalog very well. Replacing anybody? I mean, I don't know that I would replace any of them. I would just want to join them. And I'll sing like a nice low harmony along with the boys, and we'd be amazing. Or I would pick All for One, the group All for One.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I swear.
Maybe the fifth member. Yep.
Okay. Damn it, Maury.
I mean, I guess I would love to join Hanson.
As one of the brothers?
Like
they were brothers.
I know, but like I could sing Bop. That didn't seem too difficult.
They wouldn't be Hanson. Maury, listen. If you got which brother would you replace?
Zach.
So you would get rid of Zach. So it'd be Hanson, and Sherman?
The greatest law firm ever.
Right?
Hanson Square Sherman.
Oh my God, guys, have you heard the new Hanson, and Sherman song?
So cool.
Bop-a-doobie-dop.
So is it 90s group or
anything? I would say, or a boy band or group or anybody popular in the 90s.
Oh, I'd be part of like Wu-Tang.
Would you?
Yeah.
Who'd you replace? Who'd you replace?
I would replace the one guy named U-God because I believe he's the one that initially back in the day started, like he was the first one to kind of publicly have a feud with the rest of the group.
You know, I've never heard a Wu-Tang song. I could never name you a Wu-Tang song. For the longest time, I thought Wu-Tang Clan was a t-shirt company.
What?
Oh, because all the t-shirts.
I thought it was a fashion brand.
Yeah.
I thought it was a fashion. I thought it was a fashion brand.
I get that. You don't know protect your neck?
No. Oh.
Smoke on the mic like smoking Joe Frazier, the Hellraiser, raising hell
I
with
like
the
this kind
flavor.
of rap. This is my favorite kind of rap.
Like troops in Pakistan, swinging through your town like your neighborhood Spider-Man. So tick tock, keep ticking. When I get you flipping off the shit, I'm kicking.
What else is that beat? With that same sound in the background.
Oh, they all.
It sort of sounds like what was that song? "Insane in the Membrane." That has that same. It has that same sound.
I understand. Yeah.
Okay, I'm down with that. I'm also going to say Wu-Tang now.
Oh, there you go. Thank you for all of your DMs. Keep them coming in. We talk about them every day.
Roz and Mocha's DM Deep Dive.
DM Deep Dive time. Thank you for all the DMs you send in to us. They go to Shem. Shem brings them on the radio where we talk about them every day.
Shem, what do we got in the DMs today? What are people asking?
Christine wants to know, out of the four of you, who thinks they are the closest to royalty in terms of bloodline? Have any of you ever done a 23andMe test?
I did a 23andMe back when they first came out.
Yeah.
No, far from any type of royalty. At least back then, whenever 23andMe came out, could identify.
What kind of royalty?
I was going to say, because
there's a lot of royalty.
Depending on it is. I might not like my history of royalty.
Yeah,
Right.
like you could very well be like, you know, some, I don't know, like do you know where are your descendants from, Shem? Like are you all like Guyanese, like Caribbean, or like do you have African? Like how far back have you checked?
You know, my mom recently did a 23andMe, and we've got some. Well, I mean, everybody does to a certain extent. Origins in Africa, but no, mostly it's just Guyana.
Really?
Yeah, mostly Guyanese.
Yeah,
I think my family in Guyana goes back maybe 4 or 5 generations.
Wow,
And then
okay.
prior to that is India.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
There's royalty there, right?
Oh, yeah, maybe, I
Yeah?
guess.
So
Yeah,
you're like, Maury, any idea?
I don't think on my side no, not at all. I mean, in Matthew's family, his aunt is a police chief.
But that's not
royalty.
No.
But I don't think on my side anybody.
I grew up thinking, because I never knew anything about like my family and all this stuff. There's so many lies and just everything else, right? We grew
So
up
much to uncover.
Oh my God.
Who's got time for that?
We grew up thinking that my ancestors, right, that we were Sicilian, like we had a Sicilian in us, like Italian, right? And my uncle would tell these stories of how the first sort of Italian in our family came over to North America because he was exiled and like all of this stuff, right? Crimes and everything.
Exciting.
Yeah, it was very exciting.
Yeah.
So we didn't know when, because we didn't know a lot about like my dad, like all this other stuff, right? And then I wound up doing one of those tests where I found out like where my heritage was from. And I am like 100% British.
Oh, okay.
So you could be.
You could very well be.
Yes. So if we're saying who's closest, I am probably like the closest, I guess. I don't know.
So potentially British royalty with you.
Right, yes.
Indian royalty with me.
Yeah.
African royalty for Shem.
Damn right.
And Maury's aunt, the police chief.
Yes.
Next DM, please, Shem.
Okay. Wow. Another one of these. Laura says, okay, can't hold it in any longer. It's bugging me. Shut up. Please tell me this is Shem. It's him. His voice. It's gotta be. It can't be anybody else, right? And I'm going to play you this from Laura.
Eat like a king who's on a budget. 3 tasty options, fries, drink, and nuggets, all for $5. Wait, that can't be right. Just confirm that that's the real price. BK.
Wow.
Have it your way.
So if you've listened to the show long enough, there's a Burger King commercial where a lot of people thought it was Shem singing the song. Maury tracked the guy down, the real guy singing the Burger King Whopper song. What was his name again? Crown?
Crown.
It was Crown, right?
Yeah.
And funny enough, a couple of weeks ago when my family was in Florida, we were at the hotel, I was watching TV, and this exact same commercial came on.
Really?
Yeah, and I was like, oh my God, the Shem guy.
Eat like a king who's on a budget. 3 tasty options, fries, drink, and nuggets, all for $5. Wait, that can't be right.
But this is
Just
the
confirm
second
that
one.
that's the real price.
There's actually
Have it your way.
What?
There's actually like 4
Are there?
different commercials.
Because the
now.
one that really sounds like Shem was the Whopper,
That's the one.
Whopper,
Yeah.
Whopper. Yeah.
This one sounds the least like him.
Oh,
But
no
still
way.
very much sounds
Yeah,
like Shem.
especially the beginning right here.
Eat like a king who's on a budget.
Yeah, that's
Right?
Shem. That's only Shem.
But what I was going to say
only
is,
Shem.
if you listen to one of the other ones they have now, which is for the onion burger, that one sounds like
Onions. So are you getting that sent to you a lot, Shem?
Oh, man, nonstop. But no, it is not me.
Eat like a king who's on a budget.
Not Shem.
I really think that we should do a DNA test between you, this guy, and Scott McGilvery, because I think the 3 of you may be like some weirdo brothers.
Thank you for all of your DMs. We do this on the show every single day. Your DMs get sent to us, and then they make them over to Shem, and Shem brings them to the radio. Thank you, Shem.
Yeah, man.
Roz and Mocha's DM Deep Dive. Things get weird in 3, 2, 1.
Yes, Queen. DM Deep Dive time. We talk about the DMs that you send in to us every single day. Shem, executive producer of the Roz and Mocha Show, is handling that.
What do we got in the DMs today, Shem?
Hidden Secrets asks, what is Mocha doing to keep his Guyanese culture alive in his son Cruz's life?
Yeah, what are you doing?
Beat him with a slipper.
Oh, God.
Absolutely perfect. Absolutely.
There it is.
Perfect.
Next DM, please.
Amazing. Samantha asks, you guys all seem like larger than life people. Tell us about a time where you shot your shot with someone and missed.
Like romantically?
Yeah.
Shot my shot?
Yeah, and missed. Rimmed out. I've sung to a girl before and she didn't like it.
I think you told the story before, right? You sang there. Was it at a restaurant? Oh, no. At a talent show.
Talent show. Didn't work out.
Didn't work out.
No.
I mean, I've told a story like where I, brought flowers to a girl in a bar who I didn't know, and I brought a lot of girls flowers. I brought flowers to that girl that
the hairstylist?
No, the manicurist.
Oh yeah.
I did a lot of that stuff, and it didn't.
You were the flower guy.
Yeah. You know what I mean?
That was your move.
I bought one of the ugliest shirts I've ever owned because it was on sale at Le Chateau because I was flirting with the girl who worked there.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and I shot my shot, and she said no. Yeah. Yeah, but like I was never like serious. It was just like physically, like I didn't know these people, right? You were just physically attracted to them.
Oh, I got one.
Yeah.
This is so embarrassing.
Okay.
And I've never told this story to anybody before.
Here we
okay.
go.
So like legit, nobody knows this. My family.
Wait.
will be hearing this for the first time.
Wait.
Oh
okay.
yeah.
I'm gonna get a drink for this one.
When I first got into radio, and I was producing for a morning show at the time, right? Yeah. There's this one time we were doing like an interview with somebody from the Body Shop.
Okay.
The Body Shop?
Oh, the cream people.
Yeah. Right? They were promoting something for Valentine's Day. I don't know what it was, right? They're promoting like products. So the girl that had come in on to the morning show at the time, I thought like she was beautiful.
Okay.
Right? And she was friendly and we all had a great time and everybody was laughing. Anyway, she left and she's like, I had to walk her out of the building and I was like, thank you for coming in. And she was like, no problem. You guys are great. Thank you so much. Shook my hand, right? Mm-hmm. She went on her way. And then the sales rep for that account came to me after and said, hey, she really liked hanging out with you today. And I was like, oh, really? Because she's pretty cute.
Yeah.
Not thinking when she said she really liked hanging out with you, she meant collectively the show.
Oh, no.
So that day, I went to the Body Shop where she works.
Showed up.
I'm looking at lotions,
no,
and creams, and lip balm.
No.
I got a basket full of stuff.
Yeah.
And I make sure she knows that I'm there.
Yeah.
And I start buying all the stuff.
Yeah.
And she's at the counter and ringing everything up. I pull out my credit card and I pay for everything. And I was like, by the way, it was really great having you on the show today.
Yeah.
What are you doing later?
Yeah.
Well, I got shut down so quick. She's like, yeah. So, yeah, shut down. She's like, it was really.
I know.
It was great, but like, I'm not.
I can't relive this with you.
I'm not. Yeah. So here I am.
Yeah.
Leaving the Body Shop with a bag full of lotions.
No. Yeah.
So uncomfortable right now.
Yeah.
Good thing you didn't load up on exfoliators. You know what I mean?
Dale Moore, you got a story like that?
Nothing that tops that. No.
Okay. Next DM, please, Shem.
Amy says, damn, I think the perfect looking man would have Maury's beard and Shem's teeth. Give me some more schmo, baby.
Wait, but what about all like a bunch of stuff from Roz's face?
Well, no,
Hey,
hold
man,
on here.
come on, this is our time to shine.
I know, but I just, but there's like, Mocha has great eyes.
Guys. How are you guys taking this as a compliment? Are compliments are compliments so few and far between for both of you that you think that this is a compliment?
This is a W in my book.
Read it again.
It's a beard and teeth.
Read it.
Gladly.
Yeah, read it.
Damn. I think the perfect looking man would have Maury's beard and Shem's teeth. Give me some more schmo, baby.
And nothing else from either of you.
How is that not a compliment?
Nothing else from either of you.
Well, she just focused on her face. I think it's a beautiful.
No, she's focused on your beard and
Bro,
teeth,
bro.
That's a W, bro.
Okay? Nothing else.
No.
Well, maybe other parts are
She
other
didn't
men.
say Shem's shoulders. No. Maury's
You
beard
can't even come
and
up
your
with anything
teeth.
else from Maury.
I know. Like,
That is not a W, boys. That is not a W.
Yeah, take the L and sit down.
Shem should have just emailed that to me, not sent.
My bad, man.
Thank you for all the DMs you send in to us. Keep them coming in because we love talking about them, and we do this on the show every single day. Thank you, Shem.
Yeah, man.
Roz and Mocha's DM Deep Dive.
DM deep dive time, y'all. The DMs that you send in to us make their way over to Shem, who brings them to the radio.
Shem, what do we got today in the DMs?
Mac wants to know, in an older podcast, Roz was saying that he agrees that people should all be back to the office for work. I'm just wondering if he understands that for many Canadians, they can't afford that luxury right now, and productivity was actually higher when people were working remote. Without middle management walking around and taking up people's time to complete tasks, people can focus more and save more money, and most businesses haven't given employees cost of living raises. Generally curious to hear your thoughts. Love the show. Also, shout out to my fiance Anastasia, who's a big fan of the show.
Yeah, go back to work. The pandemic's over, okay? And I know it's difficult, right? And it's hard for everybody. But this idea now that if you want me to go back to work, you have to give me something more is ridiculous to me. And I'm saying that from a point of view of like, I get how difficult it is, but if you wanted to stay at home, then you have to figure out how that benefits the company, right? But people aren't doing that. They're not trying to pitch it as if I stay home, this is how you win. What they're saying is, I'm not coming in unless you give me this. Meanwhile, like when they hired you 10 years ago, you took the subway in every day.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, but productivity is what they were saying. We were at our when we worked from home, we were at our desks by 9.
What are you talking about? You better be at your desk by 9 when you got a job anyway.
Yeah, but people were, I guess, working more when they were at home because they didn't go for lunch. Like they were just staying in front of the computer.
Yeah.
And they started
I don't know, man. I think that, listen, it's over. Go back to work. Go back to work. It's over.
We all made it work before the pandemic. We all had it
everybody,
all figured it out, right?
Yes. And I am sympathetic to it. Like, I get it. And believe, when I was working at home, because we came in to do the show every day, but I did ET Canada from home for like a year and a half.
Yeah.
And it was, I missed the people, right? It felt terrible doing a TV show that way, everything else. But the one thing that I did get, right, was that when you worked from home, your day was broken down differently, where instead of working all day and then at the end of your day going to the grocery store, putting the laundry on, getting the dog taken care of, all this stuff, you could work all of that into your day, right? You could work it all into your day, and then in the evenings you were freed up a lot more than you were if you had to go into work every day.
It was more convenient to be at home during that time.
But we all knew that it was temporary, right? And we all suspected that this is going to eventually go away and we're all going to go back to work. So, enjoy it while it lasts. And people, I think, are hanging on a little too long to it.
Yeah, 2 weeks to flatten the curve, right, guys?
That's it. That's it.
Next DM, please, Shem.
Rory says, my DM deep dive question to you is, you all sound pretty much how you look, except Mocha. He looks like his voice should be deeper. How do you all think each other's voice sounds now versus before you actually knew each other?
Damn.
Deeper than this? Come on, guys.
Is that as deep as you can go?
I can go deeper.
Yeah?
Yeah.
You don't go deeper. You just go more Morgan, like more Morgan Freeman, the deeper you go.
Southern.
Yeah, I know. Yeah. Yeah, you go deeper like geographically.
Like deep south?
Yes. Okay, try again. Try again.
Okay. This is my... Oh, yeah, no, now I'm leaving it on my mind.
Okay, no.
This is hello. Yeah, it's just all Morgan Freeman.
You become like, you become Southern. It's super weird.
This is the Roz and Mocha Show. We're just doing the DM deep dive. We're just doing the DM deep dive on the Roz and Mocha Show.
Ask Shem what we have in the DMs today.
Shem, what else do we got in the DMs today?
Do the rest of the deep dive like that, okay, please?
Okay.
I always do.
Sorry, my bad.
Colleen asks, hi, Roz and Mocha.
Hey.
If the show ended tomorrow, for whatever reason, what would each of you do next? Stay in radio or live off the millions of dollars you have made from doing the show?
Mocha, you want to go first?
Just continue my life down in the South. Beautiful property. I would probably want to be a carpenter. So my answer would be carpenter. How about you, Roz?
I didn't even hear the question. I just wanted to get you talking again.
That is the DM Deep Dive. We do this on the show every day. Keep the DMs coming in, because anything that you DM to us makes it over to Shem, and we talk about him on the show every day. Thank you, Shem.
Thanks, Mocha.
No problem.
Thanks for listening to the Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
Catch the guys live
Weekday mornings from 6 to 10
on Kiss 92.5.
Kiss925.com.
Or download the Kiss 92.5 app.